Today we're going to talk about Vantablack with Chief Cheat
Mm-hmm.
and Dylan
Yeah, I'm Dylan.
and Mr. Quinn.
Yes, sir.
Quinn
Excited
Vance.
to hear.
Quinn Vance Diesel.
The third.
The third, exactly. So what do you guys know about Vantablack?
Not a fucking thing.
Not a thing.
It exists, right? Like they have this material somewhere and it absorbs more light than any other shade of black.
Yeah, it's something like 99%, I
What?
think. Yeah, 99%?
So like black energy?
Nah, it's just a material. It was made in Surrey by Nanosystems.
Mm.
The fuck? Dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
check it out. Check it out.
So
It's
it's a
yeah.
material, but you can see it, right? You can see it,
Oh
right?
yeah. People like use it on cars and stuff like that to make them really, 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 really black. Or
Well, where do you
or
get the material from?
you make it.
For
It's like
what?
it's like nanofabrics, I think.
Oh.
Um, I'll try see here.
What do you know about it, Quinn?
Not much. I didn't know that you could acquire it.
Um,
What if you
I'm trying to.
just fucking drank a shitload? You'd be fucked.
Apparently, it grows in metal foil.
Huh? It grows.
On metal foil, yeah. Apparently,
I don't know how I feel about that.
it's
So it could be
I,
growing in your car.
I'm trying to figure out how they made it. I know they made it in a nano lab. That's what it says here. Early development was carried out at the National Physical Laboratory in the UK. The term Vanta was coined sometime later. Vertically aligned nanotube arrays are sold by several firms, including Nanolabs, Santa Barbara, and others.
Fuck, is it harmful or
Nah,
no?
I don't
It's
think
not
so.
like the cobalt.
The cobalt. So it absorbs 99.965% of the visible light. Can be created at 400 degrees Celsius or 752 degrees Fahrenheit. NASA had previously developed a similar substance that was grown at 750 degrees Celsius or 1380 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm pretty sure they use it on genes, like the darkest ever genes are with this material, I think.
Hmm.
It's
I
a
would like to
trip.
see it.
Send us a picture. Link a picture.
Well, I imagine even the computer screen probably can't capture its true color, right? Seems like something you got to see in person to appreciate how black it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Imagine painting a whole
Trying to f-
room with that shit, bro. You get lost. No windows, no nothing, dude. You get lost.
Even
It's almost like,
midday.
I would say it's almost like being in space. It's interesting because it's literally pure black. Look at this stuff.
I thought it was
You
like
can probably
connected with like dark energy.
you can probably try put it up in a podcast, see what it looks like.
I'd have to share the whole podcast real quick. Let me do. Get rid of the homunculus video. Let's get rid of my caveman uncle. So I don't want to expose.
Expose the family. Expose the family heritage of the Neanderthal brain cells.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That part of my family is yeah. I'm just gonna shut up, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Dylan has Neanderthal bloodlines. The FBI will catch him.
They already caught me. Okay. Wait, so if I switch it, it's gonna like restart the stream. If anything, I'll just put a clip of it in the video for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll just do that instead. That'll be easier instead of like restarting it and then starting it up again.
So I'm seeing here like, can Vantablack kill you? Is it toxic? Um,
I would think so.
nah, I don't think so.
Well, like I'm sure if you fucking drank like a gallon of it, you'd be fucked.
I don't think you can drink it. It's a pure material,
What do you
like a
mean?
solid material.
Oh, you could eat it.
I think so.
It's so the nanite
Or is it
tech or
not?
whatever they do is what allows it to reach this darkness.
Darkness. Yeah,
And then we
Have you-
created that.
yeah, in labs.
The good old labs, bro. The good old labs.
Have you seen how like butterfly scales work?
No.
Mm-mm.
That dust on their wings are little tiny. They also get to like nano, like little tiny pores, like blue butterflies. They don't
Oh,
have any blue pigment. It doesn't really. It's not in their DNA. It's actually that. That's just those nano, whatever you call them, scales. I think catch the
yeah.
light and reflect just blue back at you.
All right.
So
Okay.
they're not really blue.
No, they just absorb it, similar to this Vantablack.
What the fuck?
Or you know what?
Yeah, see, I don't know a damn thing about this. This is all new to
So
me.
a butterfly can have as many as 600 individual squares per square millimeter of a wing surface. So
Hmm.
that's a lot of scales per millimeter.
Oh yeah.
What
Hold
about
up.
that thing? Remember it was like, if you touch a butterfly, it dies. Do you remember that thing?
Yeah, I was like if you wipe any dust off their wing or something.
Just if you touch it.
They die?
Uh,
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's about the wings, yeah.
That's weird.
Trying to find something about it.
I'll
Yeah,
be
it's like you
honest.
said, it's about its wings, it's covered in scales. Which are shed over time as a part of the insect's life cycle. For some butterflies, the scales can come off if you touch the wings, which can cause some damage but won't kill the butterfly.
Hmm.
So it's
That's
like a myth.
interesting. So it's like little scales. They got like little tiny scales on them.
I think it was more like a myth. Do you know,
Oh.
like years ago, people would just say stuff like, "Oh, if you touch the butterfly, you'll die," or it's like, "Oh, if you eat the seeds of an apple, the apple tree will grow inside of you." Like, you ever heard of that
Bro,
stuff?
that shit fucked me up as a kid, dude. That shit fucked me up as a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Like even in high school, it kind of fucked with me, bro. I was
No.
like, yeah, dude, I'm not even joking, bro. Like if there was a seed, I was like, oh hell no, bro. Because I think bro. I'm pretty. I don't know, man. There might be a case of something growing in somebody's body.
Yeah.
Let's see.
My aunt stuck like a little lentil or something up her nose, and it started to root and created an infection.
Oh my
Oh my god.
god. First off, why did she do
She
it?
was a kid.
Oh, okay. Jesus, dude, that's fucked up. So chew your food, guys, and put it in your mouth. That would be fucked up, dude. You just put a bean in or lentil in there. A couple weeks later, you're like, oh, what the fuck, dude? And they're like, it's rooting in your fucking skin.
Yeah.
We need to cut that shit out, man.
Yeah. Apparently, they only found out, I think, because she had like really bad breath. She didn't even know.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
god. Yeah, that would ruin your breath, I would think, bro. Hey guys, you got some lentil.
And well, have you heard about like birds picking up baby birds? The mothers will kill them.
What?
Isn't that the same with dogs
Dogs can't
and
lift up.
cats?
Well, see, I don't know if it's true for birds even. Dogs, I've done it, touched baby puppies. It just seems like a matter of if they know you, the person, if they trust you, they're fine.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure it's to do with the sense of smell, or it's it's like the it might sound, I think it's like the fluids after birth of the mother that give the scent, of the pups, and I think it lasts like a really long time. So the more you touch the puppy, the less of the scent they have,
Mm,
and then they don't smell the child as their own, so they just eat it or kill it.
wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure
Don't
it is.
touch you guys as puppies.
Well, no, you can touch them, like, but just not all the time. You can't just keep picking it up and fucking, playing with it.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Cats do that too.
I'm pretty sure like all animals do that.
Rabbits,
Yeah.
that's happened. I've picked them up, ladies, and the mother tore them up, and little limbs scattered all over the place.
Oh my God.
Damn, dude. Rabbits are kind of mean, dude.
Yeah.
They can be assholes. Or like
Yeah.
if you pick them up and they start freaking out, you gotta hold them away because sometimes they'll throw their back out and they're just fucking limb, dude. That shit's scarring,
I didn't know
bro.
that.
That
You've done
shit's
that.
fuck yeah, dude. My grandpa used to have a bunch of rabbits and it's pretty
It
fucked
messed
up.
up its spine.
It was trying to buck out, dude, and it like fucked itself up, dude.
Do you know, I think it's fucked up because
What?
I read here like dogs kill their pups, and it says like mothers will kill a puppy that fails to thrive, has a birth defect, appears sickly.
Sparta.
Like
Hmm.
that's crazy.
Only the strong can survive.
Oh my God, so brutal.
That just must be the instinct, bro. Like they're probably thinking, like, I'm not gonna take care of you the rest of your life, bro.
I would take care of that dog.
But like I'm saying, like the mom dog's
I'd
probably
take that
just
dog.
thinking, like, survival. Okay, you're weak. You're fucked. You're done.
True. Yeah.
Because like what? I don't know if the whole Spartan thing's real, but well, I'm sure ancient
I'm pretty sure it
civilizations.
was.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
pretty sure
ancient
it was.
civilizations are probably like, yo, dude, he's got two dicks. Throw him out, dog. Throw him to the wolves, bro.
It's more like he doesn't have a six pack.
He wasn't born with
Like
a stash, dude. Throw him out.
fucking meet the Spartans.
Meet the Spartan. You can see that being a show.
Wait, you never see Meet the Spartans,
No, is that actually a show?
dude. It's the parody of 300.
Oh my god, I live under a rock, dude.
You live under a fucking rock, dude. You've seen it, right, Quinn?
I have. It's been years.
Has it been like 13, 14 years?
Linda?
13 years.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so old, dude. It's still quite funny.
Meet the Spartans.
It's got a really bad rating. I thought it was quite funny actually. It's got 2.8 on IBD.
Oh yeah, I think I watched this like a long time ago, but it never
Yeah,
stuck to me.
really? I thought it was quite funny.
You also have a sick humor.
Yeah.
Meet the Spartans GTA. Oh no, dude. Okay,
No.
that shit looks kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to check that out. I don't know what else to bring up.
Well, don't touch your puppies too much. Butterflies, birds.
Ooh, birds, yeah. That's actually birds are always a good thing to talk about. What about all the birds that are dying like recently?
I haven't
Like
heard.
like all over. You've not heard. Oh God.
I've known about the
There's
bee thing.
I think the birds are a wee bit worse at the moment. All over America, they've been just literally dropping dead. And I think it was like a Middle Eastern country where it was like a mile or two just literally filled with dead birds on like everywhere. But
Hmm.
they weren't shot or anything. It was just like, like died of natural causes, fell from the sky and just died. And but it's been happening for years.
Probably all the pollution and just all of this chemicals and shit that we're just putting into shit, and then they probably go into the water or eat some kind of trash or some shit, and it's just fucked.
Yeah,
Unless they have like their own like flu, or like their own like sickness, and that's what's fucking killing them. I could
could
see
be that
that.
5G.
The 5G.
Oh, the 5G. Yeah.
Could be the 5G. I don't know.
Heard a few bad things about that coming up. So does the
Oh,
5G that works with all the satellites that Elon Musk put up, right? Or no?
I have no idea.
Because I know he put like a bunch of satellites up there, and like all kinds of people like on Facebook and all this were like, it's the UFOs, man. It's all this. It's going down. And you're just like, bruh,
Oh.
it's the satellites, dog. Chill out. It's not the end of the world.
Do you know what I find really funny?
What?
Did you hear about all the people burning down the 5G towers, right? Captions. 5G towers.
No,
Hmm.
are they really?
Well, partially, yeah. They're burning down like the 2G connections along with the 5G connections because they were just mounted onto the same tower. So technically, they were literally burning out their own connections while trying to get 5G to also be destroyed. So they thought that one tower was all 5G, but it was like, their 1G connection, 2G connection, and their 5G connection, and they just destroyed everything. And they had no fucking signal, no connection, nothing.
No fucking idea what's gonna happen. Okay, so I got an interesting one. What do you guys think about that? The civilians going into outer space on their own space mission.
I don't know.
I think it's pretty impressive because the government doesn't have anything to do with it. Now it's a civilian funded program, which is kind of cool.
Wait, what do you mean?
What it's what's it called again? Like Inspiration 4 or some shit.
I think so.
And in like 4 or 5 days, they're going to pick people. Well, it's just going to be 4 people. Well, they're going to pick 2 people. And that's going to be 4 civilian people going in outer space. Like, of course, they're
Oh,
going to
that's
continue.
Elon Musk, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. But like they're
Wow.
starting to make like some fucking moves, bro.
Meet the new civilian member of SpaceX Inspiration 4. Hmm.
SpaceX has had like a few of their what is it, rockets come back and blow up and shit. Have you guys seen
Did you?
those videos?
Yeah, but
Dude, the test runs.
that's like proper test runs to see,
Yeah.
like 100%, which is really smart. I mean, Elon Musk has a lot of money, and I guess it's better failing and testing a lot of stuff, costing you money rather than
Then just testing it one time and let's have the Challenger thing
yeah.
happen again. Yeah.
It was like Apollo 17, right? Is that what it was?
I'm not
Well,
too
Apollo
sure.
13,
I
I think it
know the
was.
Challenger one is the one that fucking blew up and it was bad.
Is it Apollo 17 or Apollo 16?
I
No, it must be
couldn't
Apollo 16.
couldn't tell you.
Nope, not that one either. What
So
am I
the
thinking?
Russians got to the moon first?
10
Yeah,
years before, yeah.
yeah. I could definitely see that. Well, because they have so much shit that they just keep private, bro. They're just like, fuck you guys. You guys aren't gonna know our shit. Or
Huh.
like they had oh fuck, what was that nuke called? They had like one nuke that was
Ah,
just
one sec. I was talking about Apollo 1 the whole time.
Apollo 1 is the one that blew up, or is like their first
Yeah,
one that they probably
ye-
didn't test, they just sent it.
yeah, it was in 1967.
Yeah. Were there people on it?
Yeah.
Uh Yeah, so yeah, that's actually a good thing that they're doing them without people, and they're like, all right, we might fail like 10, 20 times, but we'll get it eventually.
Yeah. So where were you? So I interrupted you.
The what?
I interrupted you.
Oh, dude, I don't remember, bro. I got my fucking memory is just like poof. What was I saying?
Quinn, what was he saying?
I wanted to know a bit more about Russia getting to the moon first.
Oh, that one's interesting. That one's interesting. I still kind of feel like the whole Apollo thing was kind of faked. No offense to
Conspiracy
anybody,
theory.
but
Conspiracy theory.
I believe in that one, bro.
Conspiracy theories.
Russia's. Yeah, I don't know too much about the Russian one, but I could definitely see it because they're so privatized with like all their shit, dude. Or like they tested a nuke that was like so much bigger than the ones that America dropped on like what was it Hiroshima?
So what did America on the moon?
What?
1950.
I didn't really tell you.
When did they what?
When did they land on the moon?
Cause I know Russia sent the Luna 2
So
1959.
1969
Mm-hmm.
was the American one, and
1969
yeah, 1959
is
was
when
the Russian
Russia
one.
sent the Luna, yeah. So they were like
So
10 years already
Oh,
ahead,
yeah,
okay.
bro.
this includes both crewed and robotic mission. The first human-made object to touch the moon was the first human-made object though. Hmm. That's interesting. I mean, they got there first anyway, 10 years before.
Technically, yeah, they really did.
Big
America needed
difference.
that hype though for the Cold War, bro.
True.
They needed that shit, bro.
Hmm.
They needed to flex on and be like, yeah, we were there first, mother.
It's always
So,
interesting, like, just like looking up and just getting lost. You ever like feel that?
oh yeah, that's how I am with like Rome and shit, dude. That shit always just baffles my mind every fucking time, dude.
What way?
Yeah.
Just how their government and just how their government shit worked and how their societies eventually just fucking it just was pretty much slaves. Like even like
Democracy, right?
yeah, I think
1 in 5 people
Greek
were slaves.
yeah, and like you got to think that one person was probably rich off his ass, and then the other ones were probably like couldn't make their way. Dude. This shit's fucked up.
Yeah, it was.
But
Yeah, I'm pretty
hey,
sure.
A lot of them were Jews. They there were 2 rebellions, and I think they gathered hundreds of thousands of slaves in each one of those during their great expansion.
yeah, yeah, Rome's always interesting. Always interesting. Like, cause they were going hard, man. Like they were going hard, and then like what we still use, like you were saying, Chief, the one day Latin was like
Oh
Latin
yeah,
Spanish, Latin America, like Polish is Latin, and it's
yeah.
crazy that like we still have their like that Latin tone from way back then, which is pretty fucking awesome.
Well, it's all kind of mixed in though, isn't it?
Yeah, and then like even in a way, some of like Turkish,
Yeah,
that's a certain type of Latin as well, because
yeah. Because
Rome was down in there, the Byzantine Empire, or
it's like English. I'm pretty sure it was it like Latin and Anglo-Saxon, right?
yeah, I think that's how the English started. It was the Latin and then Anglo Saxons.
Because English was terrible. Well, the English that they had before the Roman invasion and the Norwegian, right? Was it Norway?
I don't think they went up to Norway now. 'Cause, like,
No, the Norwegians to the UK.
okay, and then they started mixing up their languages. It's
Mm,
kind of crazy to
yeah.
think, bro. It's like one big mixing bowl.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was like when Rome came, like well before, because there's tons of artifacts and like buildings around UK, which link back to Roman times,
uh,
and they must have taught them a wee bit more of Latin and fixing their English, which made a wee bit more sense. But the English was still broken, and until like the Norwegians came, I think they fixed it. It kind of fixed the English more.
actually, oh fuck, okay, hold up.
What's going on over there?
Dude, they're like cutting down trees like a motherfucker. I thought they were I thought they were done, dude, but they're not done. I heard them power up the machine. It's round 2, dog.
My God.
Just a lunch break.
Probably. Oh my good lord. Oh my. Like right next to my house, dude. It's terrible. Yeah, they probably had their lunch break.
Long lunch break, huh?
That's what I'm saying, dude. But yeah, Rome definitely is interesting. And then like Egypt, that's a whole nother fucking beast of its own, dude. That
There's
one
definitely aliens involved.
I fucking feel like there was, dude. Look at some of those statues, bro. Like, okay, so say this, bro, say this. Okay, say you're just a peasant of your society, and
Yeah.
say your car is your spaceship, and then you go and find some fucking throwing rocks at each other, bro. You're like, all right, I can teach them what's up, and I can be treated like a god, even though I'm not going to be treated like a god in my society. So let's get it, dude. I could definitely see that, bro.
So you think we learned our greatest technologies from like some Mark Zuckerberg no game alien?
I feel like we. Oh my god.
Where did he go?
I just gotta mute it, bro. They're going hard.
Ah, I see.
But yeah, I could definitely see that. Like that goes back to the pyramids and all that. But I'm not gonna go into that. I'm not gonna go into that rant again. But I definitely feel like we've been influenced by a higher intelligence or whatever you want to call it, aliens, whatever, ET. But I
Well, I
could
think the
definitely
thing
see
that
it.
stands out the most is that the pyramids are pretty much aligned in the center of the earth, in the exact center,
The
XY
equator,
axis.
yeah, that's pretty weird too.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
You didn't know about that?
What
Mhm.
what if there were like landmarks to like kind of show where the spaceships or whatever the fuck. Oh my god, that had to go and land or like give like little like how we have signs. What if that was like a sign in a way?
Hmm.
But it is interesting that like they are both in the middle. That's pretty crazy. That one is really interesting though. But yeah, I could definitely see Egypt because like some of their hieroglyphs too are pretty interesting. So, like flying things and it's weird, man.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, let me pull up a hydroglyph real quick. Egyptian. Yeah, these are really interesting. Like, there's so much to it, and like some of the structures of like how like the gods or like the kings look just fucking weird too, man. But then there's like a lot of like incest for like the higher ups, keep it in the family kind of shit. So I can see why people would get deformed and like get deformed. So there's that one. Have you guys ever understood the like Egyptian eye?
No.
Shit, I hope one of you would have, because I don't have a clue. That one always gains my like. I'm always wondered about that one.
I have some ideas, I wouldn't at all claim to understand it though.
Hit us with those ideas. Let's hear it.
I mean, like of course, the back of the dollar bill, the all-seeing eye,
Yeah,
and I'm sure you've heard people relate it to like the third eye and such.
I could see that. I could see
Well,
that.
there's a general the creation myth, no, not creation myth, but some mythology relating their king of gods, Osiris, his brother Set, who was kind of like the evil. I don't know if that would be an appropriate word to them, but we tend to relate him to like modern Satan and such.
Yeah,
And then
Isn't
Osiris
that
is,
like isn't that like the 5 fallen angels?
I think they do get related to that. Yeah. People find
Yeah.
like a god from there that corresponds with something Christian.
But that's like I don't know, I think I'm thinking about Greek mythology.
But in a way, it's all kind of the same but different in a way.
Yeah, like paganism, like and all that shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Well, what about how they built the pyramids? Like with the stones, or like the obsidian tombs underneath the pyramids.
They were
Like,
obsidian?
yeah, like there's a certain stone that they have underneath them. They made it with tombs, right? And
Yeah.
even we cannot cut it today with any like laser, like diamond lasers, nothing. We can't cut it. And somehow they had the technology to cut it and make tombs out of it and carry it like fucking 1,200 kilometers or 1,200 miles.
That's that's pretty
Let me see.
insane. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I see the obsidian tombs right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I looked them up.
yeah, it's very weird.
It's hard not to think of aliens.
Oh, it's granite.
Is granite?
It's granite, yeah.
Egypt. Well, and then just the fact that we struggling to cut through it and can't even cut through it, that's pretty impressive as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Egypt's always like a big one that's like,
What
this
about the giants?
giants? Like the fallen
Nephilim.
angels?
Almost like the Egyptian giants.
I'm
Like,
not too sure about the Egyptian giants, but I know about like real like blah 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 Christianity and like the fallen giants and like
Yeah.
how that
yeah.
whole thing is and how like these fallen giants came down to earth for like I think it's like
Type in
for like the women or some shit. It got dark, bro. Like I was reading this one really fucking dark ass book, dude, and it was fucked up. It was like in high school, but I forget the name of the book. It's like as old as the Bible or maybe even older, and it's fucking interesting.
hmm. Well, type in a type in Titan Pharaoh of Egypt.
Titan Pharaoh. I fucking messed up that Egypt. Titan Egypt Pharaoh. It's not really giving me much. What is it?
Well, it's more like everybody that is like a hierarchy in the Egyptian dynasty, I guess in like those ages. They're all much bigger and they have massive kind of heads.
Yeah.
And they have different like skull shapes compared to like the slaves. And then also they're just huge. Like, they're absolutely massive.
So it wasn't abnormal. Like their upper citizens were all kind of genetically larger.
Yeah, yeah,
Huh.
that's kind of what it seemed like. But I just don't understand. There has been skeletons found of giants apparently. Could just be Photoshop.
Yeah, that's one thing. Fucking Photoshop is a hell of a thing,
You never know till you go find out yourself, right?
honestly. It is interesting. Very interesting. Oh, damn.
So I think the eye atop a pyramid, mentioning hierarchies, I think it's like a he who sees the most things is a leader kind of figure. You know, it's being attentive. It's like wisdom and all that sort of thing.
Hmm.
And I think, considering Egyptians too, they thought in the eye, the drawing, each little part depicts one of the senses, including smell and sight and everything, even though it
Oh,
just looks like one eye. But they have a
yeah.
sixth because they consider thought to be a sense.
Hmm.
So its inner and outer awareness was kind of like next to godliness. I think that was the job of the pharaoh.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. Wow, it makes sense. Maybe that's why they're
kind
also
of a
drawn
thing.
as much bigger personas compared to all the slaves, due to their, you know, their power, I guess.
That'll be super interesting if they're actually physically larger too.
Maybe they are, but I think it could just be to point out who is more or less, I guess,
The big boy.
the big boy of who is more or less the leader of everyone.
When you kind of look at that scale, bro,
I'm looking.
workers, soldiers, farm, all that shit in the bot, bro, it's in a way, it's still kind of like that, dude, in its
Mm.
own way.
Probably it's probably almost exactly the same.
Yeah, like the priest one, they're pretty high up there, like the Pope and all that, bro.
Oh, have you guys heard of Adolfo Nicolas?
No.
You never heard of Adolfo Nicolas?
Mm-mm.
I guess not.
One sec.
And educate us real quick, bro. God.
Well, from what I read before, so obviously you get the Pope, right? Which is apparently meant to be like the highest position in the church.
Yeah.
And apparently there is someone that's the Pope.
The Pope of the Pope.
Yeah, like the Pope.
So
And he's known
that's
as
interesting.
he's known as a Black Pope.
It's even more interesting.
And he's a superior general of the Society of Jesus and the Society of the Society. Wait, what? Superior general of the Society of Jesus? Yeah. He's Spanish. I'm trying to find some things about him.
Just keep muting my mic whenever they start going ham over there. They're doing it in bursts now. They're not just doing one trunk. They're like, all right, just do it in bursts. So then, what? The Pope and all that has its own hierarchy then.
I believe so. He only died last year, actually.
The Pope of the Pope.
Yeah.
See, I never knew about that. That the Pope had a Pope.
No one really knows about this guy.
That's kind of suspicious.
Super General of the Society of Jesus.
Yeah.
Is that what he's called?
I guess that's his title.
Super General of what?
The Society of Jesus.
Yeah, see, you don't see this guy on TV.
No, you don't.
And why he passed away?
Yeah, last year.
Okay, so then there's a new one.
I don't know.
It's kind of
Oh, there
weird
is a
that they
new.
don't.
Is there? A new,
It's kind of weird that they don't show it. Like they don't show him on TV, but then the other guy's like. So in a way, he's kind of calling the shots.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, it's really interesting. The whole Pope thing's pretty intense too. Every time I think
He
about it, I think of the
he apparently
Crusades.
he apparently resigned in 2016.
The Pope of the Pope.
Yeah, there was a new one, and he said he doesn't like being called the Black Pope. He doesn't like it.
What about the Super General of Society of Jesus? That's not gonna do it.
But that's a new guy, whoever he is.
Oh, okay. So the dude that I posted in the chat, that's the dude who passed away, correct? Or that's the new one?
Uh,
Or you don't really know?
I think that's a new guy.
That's the new guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice stash, bro.
He doesn't really look like a pope of popes to me.
No.
Honestly, though.
See when you try to find something about this guy, it's so hard to find it.
I think I found his
Like,
name.
I'm trying to find everything about Adolfo, and it's just like, here's all the best things he's done. Like, you can't depict anything.
So I found the Pope of the Pope right now. I found his name. I'll post it in the chat. It's like Quinn says, he doesn't really look like a pope.
Apparently, like there's a Jesuit order of restoration. And that's apparently a deep step towards darkness, cruelty, despotism, and death.
Yeah.
Uh,
Huh. Really interesting.
hmm.
Oh, I just realized everything that we're sharing right now is on the stream. Okay.
Apparently, the Jesuits are a military organization, not a religious one.
Who are?
They're a military organization, not a religious one.
Wait, who? What's their name?
The Jesuits, like the Black Pope, all that shit.
Huh. See, that's even more weird right there.
But the thing is, like the American presidents have been saying this, like John Adams, fucking and whoever this is as well. Um, oh, and Napoleon said this as well. The Jesuits are fucking military organizations.
Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So it's bigger than damn.
and this is back in the 1700s, boys.
Yeah. And then they've still
Mm.
been saying it because what with the American president as well, you said. That's pretty crazy that Napoleon mentions it.
Yeah, but the thing like the churches are just made of like man-made idols in a way, you know? Like
Yeah.
the leaders are not actually chosen by God, they're chosen by men. So how can how can a man tell a man that he is a pope? Only God would really tell you that you're the pope, right?
So is the pope
Honestly.
elected by priests or something?
Yeah.
The pope is elected by man, which doesn't really make sense.
Unlike
It's
the
not like
pharaoh is divine choice, right?
yeah, not like apostles, etc., right? If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh. Really interesting though. Well then it's like I don't know, like so like crusades and all that and like paganism, like when Christianity was first coming up, they kinda like they really like rose to power really quick and like converted all these other places in their religion.
Well they got rid of paganism real fast.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like they didn't even play around with that. They were just like, nah, this shit's out of here. You're done, man. You're
Well,
evil.
that's the thing. That like even the Romans, right? They were part of like Christian paganism. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So and even that turned to Roman Catholic.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
oh, so
we just went down a rabbit hole, boys.
we did about the Jesuits. Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to look up stuff about Napoleon. Yeah, I can't really find too much. Yeah. Shit, boys, do you think we're done? Hey, guys.
I
I'm not
don't
sure.
know.
That means we're into some juicy stuff.
You guys are reading about it, aren't you?
Yeah,
What
I
about
feel
the,
like
what
I'm
about
at this wall where I don't know.
what about the church? The Church of Satan?
Oh, never
Ah,
looked into that one.
Because that's a real religion there,
right.
and there's a few in America, that's for sure. San Francisco, California.
Holy shit, it really
That's
is,
found
though.
it. Yeah, it really is.
So, this is good to have, but paganism's bad. Okay.
That's the thing about religion. Religion's a
Pagan.
hard thing to kind of talk about.
Yeah, it really is. But then, like, a lot of people are scared of what they don't understand as well. I keep muting that shit. Like, people are kind of scared of what they don't understand. Like when we're talking about deep ocean, we're scared about that because we don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know at all, really.
And then, like, I'm sure that's with religions too. Like, you don't understand it, you're gonna fear it. What do
We
you
have we
think?
have we have Satan churches here in the UK.
Really?
Yeah,
What the
the
hell?
Global Order of Satan, United Kingdom,
Oh wow.
Scotland, Northern Ireland, England, and a part of the global organization.
I wonder if they're just open door, like a Christian church. You could just go
I
to one
mean,
of their masses or whatever we'd call it.
yeah. I mean, I've actually read into. I guess it's not actually the Satanic Bible, but it could be. But the Satanic Bible has like the 10. What is it in Christian? I forgot.
Commandments?
The 10 Commandments, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
commandments.
and they have like their own ones, and they actually make more sense than the fucking Christian ones.
Oh, interesting.
I'll send them right now.
Is this an old book?
This is yeah, it is.
And this
Hmm.
image of a pentagram?
That's pagan.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see where they trip out about it as well.
Yeah.
But then there's this image, which is really interesting as well. You got your water. It's like you're
Well, the pentagram, I think, is almost just another interpretation of what the Christians use, which is the cross.
yeah. But apparently the star is evil. But I don't.
Well, an upside down pentagram would be Luciferian. Upwards is supposed to relate to God, although it's still pagan. So, of course, the Christians wouldn't still be open to it.
Yeah.
I think it's east is the wind, air, south is fire,
Yeah,
west is water.
I put another photo down there that
Yeah, it
kind
has
of
a piece, and the above pointing upwards is spirit, which is like God. Pointing down would be like the material world, sensory, which is like indulgence and gluttony and kind
that's
of where
kind
your
of what
seven
we're
sins
going
manifest.
into, bro. That's kind of like what the whole world's kind of going into if you think about it. Upside down pagan. Okay. Huh. That's really interesting with the upside down star as well. Huh. Dude, there's some fucked up images. Oh my god. Some of this shit's really interesting. But then it makes me wonder, like, so in a way, it's kind of like paganism, and in a weird way, they're kind of like linked. Like they're kind of how do I describe it? Like they're same but different in a way when you think about it.
Yeah, I think all religion is kind of ends up like that. You find more parallels than differences.
Yeah. Now my thing is, when did the first religion start, dude? That's the one thing I've always wondered. Where did this all base off of? Like,
Ideology, probably.
yeah, but like, who was the first person to say there's gods? There's a god.
The oldest known is the Samarians, I think,
Oh,
because
the
that's
Samarians, yeah. Someone knows. Yeah, the first kind of intellectual race. Well, the first ever actual race, right? They were the first.
I think it's like where writing appeared, so it's like our only in-depth history.
Saudi Arabian.
Are they
Pretty sure it's like,
Middle Eastern?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they were like, I'm pretty sure they were the first people on Earth in a way. Not the first, but the first intellectuals
yeah.
that kind of we descended from or close to. But I'm pretty sure like the Europeans came or something like that.
Yeah.
Or the white man came as usual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah. See, I don't know much about the Samarians, to be honest. I don't know much about them at all.
Yeah, they had their own electricity and irrigation and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. See, this goes back to the alien ship, bro. Like, come on now. Come on now, dude.
They had laws and everything. This is where you get your eye for an eye.
Anunnaki's giant. Okay.
Oh yeah, Anunaki, yeah, that's great.
That's another really fucking interesting one. But are the Samarians older than the Anunnaki?
They must have descended. Anunnaki must have descended from them, probably.
There's not much info about the Anunnaki, though, like, compared to the Sumerians. Like, there's not much.
Yeah. Because it was like the first people to settle the Fertile Crescent, and this is where we stopped hunting and gathering. And the first farms and stuff are dated to around 10,000 years ago. This is they were irrigating the Nile and there's three major rivers. And then I don't know when, I'm gonna say like 7,000 or so years ago is probably where you get like Sumerian text.
Yeah. Check this out. So this is looking a lot like Egyptian hieroglyphs right here, but this is the Anunnaki.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Where are they?
I don't know where they are. I'm trying to figure that out right now. Anunnaki base from, or I've had my cigarette in my mouth for so long because I've just been lost in the sauce, dude.
Surprised you ever got any smoke in your eye.
It's just chilling in my mouth, but huh. And there's even like Anunnaki's giant, which is kind of ironically weird as well.
That's what I think that they kind of. Well, the thing is that we don't kind of understand because in the Bible, you know how you had David versus Goliath, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously Goliath, he got fucked up by poor little David.
Yeah.
And some people still think that like there's descendants of the bloodline of Goliath. So maybe they were like part of Samarians. Because it makes sense, like Israel is not that far away from Egypt. They're literally right next door.
Yeah. So weird.
It's like same in I think like for the Spartans, like the Spartans rose of two brothers that were descended from God.
Hmm?
The it was told that like the Spartans rose from two brothers that were descended from God.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oops, I don't remember. There was but it's also ideology, mythology, paganism, and all that stuff. So
Really interesting. Somebody's yelling at the people. They're like, "You're too loud."
who gave you a right to work at this fucking time?
That's great,
My
dude.
son's a fucking lawyer. You'll be hearing from him.
So
Karen alert.
would you distinguish, or would you say the same thing, ideology and I don't know, would you say theology, just religious?
Yeah, I mean, an idea is something that you believe in,
Yeah.
in a way, and religion is a belief, and in a way, anything that you kind of stand by, either it's an idea, ideology, religion, anything. As long as you believe in it, then I guess it counts.
Yeah. But then where did the idea start from? Like, like you know, like who was the dude who came up with this idea? Like,
well, that's
he
just called a
must
line
have,
of thought.
bro. He must have saw something or experienced something, dude.
Well, I know in like
Well,
the Christian monks, most changes in Christianity came from visions individuals had.
ah, okay.
Like the vision of Ezekiel. I'll look
So now
that
we're
up.
going into like hallucinations and all kinds of stuff.
Well, then that's another interesting thing as well. Like,
But I think that's just like enlightenment.
Yeah.
Um, because you know how like the tribes around the world have been using like licking frogs and eating honey and gathering plants for DMT. And like how do we know that they didn't do that?
like they didn't
Right.
do DMT and then just totally
You know?
boom.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We don't know that.
That
Maybe
is
that's why like all
one
this
thing
stuff
I want to
now is
do.
like so illegal
What,
because you
DMT?
cannot reach that level of enlightenment anymore. Because like
Maybe
the
there's a
Bible's always
reason.
spoke about being enlightened spiritually,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but going to church does not enlighten your spirit, does it?
Mm-mm.
All
Well,
the
see, the
times I
reason I
went,
asked,
no.
I'll go for it, man.
No, that's all I had to say.
The reason I asked about the difference between ideology and religion is because, yeah, I think ideology is an idea that a person attaches to,
Yeah.
whereas, at least in the Christian faith, the notion is like inner faith, which kind of like it's intended to detach you from anything. Even though you're believing in like the Bible and such, ultimately it's supposed to be like a just purely believe in yourself as if you are the living Christ. It seems like the farthest you could possibly get from ideology, at least an attempt, like inner trust.
Really trust into yourself, into this
But like you
belief.
said, going to church, I would say is totally opposite. You know, you see it and it's more like a brainwashing sequence. So it's not at
Yeah.
all enlightenment.
I don't think it is at all. I mean, people went from doing fucking sacrificing their children, or like the Mayans that fucking murdered like 5 million people in one day after they built their pyramids,
Yeah.
and they're sacrificing to the god. And that's insane.
The
And that
Mayans
was
like their
enlightenment, right? Covered
I
themselves
It
in
guess.
blood,
was,
and the
dude. To
ritual
them, it
dance.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Then they made a fucking massive calendar, high as fuck on children blood. You know what I mean?
The Mayans are pretty wild. I don't know much about them, but yeah, they seem to like their sacrifices.
Well, even
Everyone
pagans
did.
did it.
Everyone
Yeah.
did.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, the sacrifice to a god was the highest you can go
Right.
to enrich yourself with the gods, or like shed your own blood, like that kind of stuff.
This makes me
Yeah.
go back to aliens, dog.
the Mycenaeans, before the Greeks, or at least around the time of the earliest Greeks, they're still kind of nomadic. They were led by women, matriarchies,
Oh,
and they're where you get like most of your original goddesses, Earth goddess, Mother goddess, and well, they sacrificed the men. The men were like, they didn't realize how pregnancy worked. They thought they were impregnated by the wind, they would say.
my
So
God.
men were second-class citizens to women, and they would have a king, but the king would be killed yearly and torn apart by some kind of animal and spread across the fields for fertilization.
What? That is
This is
insane.
Samarians?
No,
No,
Mycenaeans.
Mycenaean.
Mycenaeans. I've never even
Yeah,
heard of
Mycenaean.
them.
Then the Greeks took them over, and they kept some of those gods, like Demeter and I think even Hera probably derived from it, but they changed the culture to like, nah, we're not doing this no more. No more killing. Men are in charge now.
That's insane. That's one way to do an election. Jesus. All right, we got a new one next year. Let's go.
Many to go around.
Yeah. Oh, you want to be king? Okay, we got you. Be king at your own risk.
Well, I guess guys started to get pretty upset about it, so they even like delayed it to like 3 years or something like that. And then they even changed it to where, okay, we'll let the king live, but we'll have like one day where we have a mock king, and he'll be like an
So we can
even
kill
lower
him.
citizen. Yeah, to replace him as his substitute to die.
That's
Damn.
brutal. They just want to kill.
Humans are violent, dude.
Jesus Christ. That's
Humans are
insane.
violent as fuck.
I just wonder, like how do these people class themselves as gods? I just don't understand.
Fucking aliens, bro. Swear to God.
But they wouldn't look so normal if it wasn't.
What if they were?
Yeah,
You're the one to say that other aliens aren't like humanoid beings.
sure.
They could have been. You know,
Who says you're not an alien?
we could all be. We could
Mm.
all be a descendant of an alien, to be honest.
Nah, you're a descendant of a fucking tripod.
What the fuck's that?
Is that three-eyed shrimp?
That's that, yeah, that weird fucking thing.
Go fuck yourself, bro. Fucking, you got the Mark Zuckerberg guys, bro. Get out of here.
It's like the oldest known living fossil.
Of humans?
So
Or just.
no, they're like, I don't know, how old are they, man? Hundreds of millions?
300 million? Triops, yeah, triop.
I found
Oldest?
one here in Carson, Dylan. You know how dry it is out there?
Yeah.
There's a pond that's like just an annual pond. It dries out every summer, and there's one of those tripods in there.
Huh.
Yeah, they're called triops. Triops.
Triops.
So here's a picture of them. You can actually get them, and you can like breed them
They're
as
still
actual
alive?
like pets.
I ordered some through Scholastic one time in school. You hatch them from eggs,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
a
yeah.
couple survived, and they ate each other.
Really? Maybe they're okay. Maybe that's weird. They're not supposed to eat each other.
That was
Maybe
probably just my neglect.
yeah. Maybe it was your neglect because they like
They,
carrots and all that stuff.
This motherfucker didn't feed him, bro.
no, they ate each other, but like I feel like I probably just set that up or something, starved
I
them.
think yeah, you did. You
Sadistic
definitely
fuck.
did.
Today we have Battle Royale of your own kinds.
Yeah,
Episode 1.
they're fucking ancient.
It's crazy that they're still alive, though.
Honestly.
Or, like, what if we
Well,
all came from something like that and we just evolved over all these years?
yeah, they're 300 million years old.
Jesus.
300 fucking million.
What's the first human fossils?
Maybe your
Uh,
uncle.
2 million
2 million?
or like 1.8 Homo erectus.
Got some big fucking skulls. Holy shit.
Yeah, big faces, big jaws, big
Nice
eyes,
again,
but no
fucking-
brain. They're not even that big. Look, the
What,
guy's
their-
holding
their
it.
brain or
Like
their
his
skull?
head, the skull's like maybe half the size of ours. Yeah, it's like half the size of what our skull is.
Oh.
I think the first ones to start showing skulls similar to us were in Germany.
Shit.
The Germans.
Yeah.
I like how Chief's like, oh shit.
Not again.
Homo
Again.
Heidelbergus or something. I'll look it up.
Homo Heine Schnitzel.
Awesome.
That's why the Germans are so smart.
So fucking ambitious, bro.
Yeah, that's why they're so fucking smart, dude.
Smart. This is interesting. Yeah. Shit. The rabbit hole was real. What is this?
Just on their skull size. They were the first ones where we our first evidence of using symbols. They buried like a purple
They
ore
shit
with
in
their
their
dead.
hands and they drew it on the stones.
That came later.
That came later.
Or
Damn,
at least
so
I
they,
imagine that didn't last very long. That probably just decayed or the flies
So
cleaned
they-
it up.
so they fucking defected backwards then. They went from drawing symbols in the sand to fucking throwing shit balls.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of how we're going? We're becoming less spiritual as we were years ago.
Well, we're becoming like more fickle-minded, I think. Like a bunch of
Yeah.
fucking sheep. Bah. The news
Yeah.
is telling me something. Bah.
Nah.
Yes, Pastor. I will listen to you, Pastor. No problem.
Nah.
Bah. Fucking bah. Fucking bunch of sheep.
You're true though.
It is. The New World Order is happening. We're all gonna fucking die.
It's ran by the aliens, bro.
Run by the fucking reptilians.
Whichever one, bro.
It's actually run by Mickey Mouse and Disney.
Oh my fucking god. I never really got too much into the reptilian things, but I know there's a lot of people who are like, they full on like.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even. If that's true, I swear to fucking God. I'm gonna start believing in flat Earth. The reptilians are treating the fucking Earth as flat. Like, no doubt.
They go hand to hand, man.
Yeah. Fucking Earth is flat.
Earth is flat.
That's
Turkish.
it. Kind of makes it kind of. It reminds me of like, do you know that shit like, take him to the edge of the earth and throw him off? You ever heard that? You never heard that?
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
So here, I
Look
got
at
an
this.
interesting thing right here. This I've known for a good little solid minute. I'm gonna post it right now. So this is ancient city that was underground in Turkey. It was ancient as fuck, dude.
Mm.
And like they're straight up, their whole civilization was like underground, bro, or like
Oh
built into the
shit! I
mountains
seen
and
this.
shit. Yeah,
Dwarfs.
maybe, dude. But this shit always made me interested because like they had like their own ventilation system. They had like their rooms for like the cows and the herd, but like they like strictly were underground.
Wow.
And it always made me wonder why the fuck would you go so hard underground when you can just build up?
Right. Especially keeping livestock underground.
Yeah, doesn't that seem like it'd
Yeah.
be a bitch to bring it down there? Or I guess once you bring 2 down there, you just breed them down there, and then you just go from there.
They smell like shit.
Well, they got the ventilation. They had
Yeah, bro.
ventilation shafts.
Fucking ventilation. Fucking, what are they gonna do? Fart in a hole?
They got to fart in the ventilation, bro, and goes
Fart
up.
right in the
Oh,
ventilation. Just make sure it gets
bro,
out.
the higher you are up, the more shit you smell, probably. I wonder how like their bathrooms worked and shit, or like what they use for bathrooms, bro. It's probably
They lose the PVC piping.
There you go.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting that like they went down in the ground.
That is quite insane, though. Building a whole fucking life like that.
Yeah.
And if they're that early, how are they digging this?
But the question is, why the fuck, bro? Why the fuck were you digging down?
Oh, this one. Oh, yeah, that's that's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah. See, there's their top review. But other than that, dude, they go down stories below. Stories, dude. Like so fucking far down.
I think it kind of makes sense in a way. I mean, they're building, from what I can see, is they're building their houses into a mountain. In a way, they're not using wood. They don't have any wood, probably, in most parts of Turkey. So the only reasonable way of having life there is to build inside the ground. Plus, it won't be so warm outside. It's so warm on the inside since it's going to be inside the cave.
That
Mhm.
makes sense. That makes sense. I'm not gonna lie.
So I think, yeah, because if you're trying to build like tons of houses, and in Turkey, it's quite it's it is what it is. You can see what Turkey looks like. I've never been, but I have seen like photos and videos, and
I've Google mapped that place like a motherfucker, dude.
Mhm.
It's pretty beautiful. There's some beautiful areas. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah,
man. But yeah, it's like desert ass
I just
shit too.
I just don't think they have much like. I just don't think it makes sense. It's like same in like Afghanistan and like Iraq when all their houses are made out of sandstone.
Yeah.
So, but they're just going one step further here and just going underground. They're like, why would I make the sandstone if I can just dig a hole?
Mhm.
True. True.
They're just skipping a step here. So this was like the first fallout shelter.
Pretty much, dude. And here's another interesting one.
There needs to be a time machine or something, just to go back, or just be like a fly on a wall somewhere while this is going on,
Yeah.
and just see everything unfold. Yeah, that would be amazing.
I gotta find this one picture. It's like a hydroglyph in like India or somewhere over there, and it's like pretty much
Maybe,
showing like lights in the sky going into like big balls of flames and crashing down in the ocean and stuff.
try Mycelia.
Mycelia?
Mycelia, I think it's called.
How the fuck do you spell that?
MySlia.
Oh, that's not it.
Huh?
That's not it.
Let's see what-
Ancient. Always gotta put ancient. Always gotta put
Ancient, yeah.
ancient. Still didn't find anything. Let's see. I try. Hydroglyphs. This last can't fucking find anything about it, dude. It's kind of bugging the shit out of me. Yeah, I can't find anything about it. But I remember I was watching something way back when I was younger about this shit, and it tripped me out like a motherfucker.
Hmm.
Because it was like they had like hydroglyphs of like objects in the sky falling down into the water, like on the land, or
Oh shit!
balls of flame.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I know it. I'm pretty sure it's in India, but I can't remember like the name of the thing or what like how to find it, but there is hydroglyphs of it, and it's interesting.
Hmm.
And that's me going back to the aliens again, yeah. But we'll just
Oh,
leave it at
are you talking about that sunken island or that sunken
Mm-mm.
city outside of India?
that. No. Mm-mm.
Atlantis.
I don't think it was one.
No,
The sunken city of Dvarka?
let's see. Is this it? No. Hydroglyphs are really interesting. I'm not even gonna lie, dude.
Yeah.
It's their way of passing down knowledge to us later down the road. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
find anything about it.
This is
Mm,
beautiful.
Whatever. I'll look into it and send more shit into it, but can't
Sure
find
thing.
anything.
And this is the what? City of what?
Atlantis. Just kidding.
Well, somewhere else, huh?
This is the sunken city of Dvarka.
Yeah.
It's in India. It's insane.
The whole Atlantis thing trips me out, honestly, as well.
Yeah.
Man, I think that kind of like ties into like Pompeii and all that stuff.
What, the one that you shared?
No, I think Atlantis.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't done too much research on Atlantis. It's always just thought as like a myth.
It is.
Where was it located, supposedly?
It was on the outside of Italy, right?
Is that where?
Pretty sure, no?
I don't know.
I
I
think it
don't
was in
know.
the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Atlantis.
Yeah, so what I'm talking about Pompeii and Atlantis is like some people describe it as like as Atlantis being Pompeii.
Pompeii. You don't mean the King
Oh no,
Pompeii. What do you
wait,
mean?
wait.
Oh, Pompeii and the like when they got hit with that volcano, right?
Yeah,
Didn't when that I'm pretty sure that was around the time when the world had like a full year of like smog, like not
darkness, yeah.
yes,
Oh.
yeah, dude. It was like a year or maybe two, but it was like places were having famine and like people didn't really know what was going on, but it was like a huge volcano that went off and clouded everything
Oh wow.
for a while, dude. So like it got colder and people died
Yeah,
off, all
there
kinds
was
of
like no
crazy
crops
shit.
for a year.
Yeah. I don't know if that's around the time when Ireland had its famine. I don't know. Because wasn't that in the AD?
That's what I'm seeing.
What was it?
79 AD.
What was?
I was wondering about the potato famine.
Uh,
No. Those have nothing to do with each other. Ireland's had a lot of famines, though.
so what
Yeah.
do you think Atlantis is real or not?
Me personally, no, I don't think so. Because
You don't think so?
I feel like with how the Pangea and with how like the countries are, I feel like they perfectly fit into each other. But
There was a map of Atlantis though.
but I also believe in Sasquatch. So
Yeah. Well, there was like a depicted map of Atlantis.
Huh. I have no idea. They do find some interesting structures under sea, though.
Yeah. Atlantic underwater structures.
Mermaids.
I think that's a full-on fucking myth, bro.
Yeah, it must be. There's no fucking way mermaids are real.
But the ocean's huge as fuck, though, so we still haven't explored much, but I don't believe in it. Do you believe in Quinn?
I'm not convinced.
I'm not
Believe in.
convinced.
Believe in.
Maybe
Believe
they
in
just
what?
mermaids.
No.
Maybe they just chill in the what is it? The triangle?
Bermuda.
Yeah, maybe they just chill in there, bro, and that's why everybody goes disappearing because they see him, and then they're like, nah, bro, get him, get his ass, get his ass.
Throwing spears at your aircraft.
Triangle. That one's always fucking interesting too.
Yeah.
Cause that one's weird, bro. That one's so fucking weird.
I don't know much about it either. Just that a couple things had gotten lost.
Let's see. Bermuda. Okay, that's it. Bermuda. Yeah, that one is pretty interesting though, the triangle. Maybe it's a dimension gate to another place.
Triangles are
Dimension.
interesting.
I love dimensions.
I definitely believe in the dimensions thing though.
Well, of course there's dimensions. You see 2D and you see 3D.
Yeah.
But you don't see 4D.
That's very
Because
true.
you smell, see, touch.
Maybe you see 4D when you die.
I'm pretty sure like don't the dimensions tie in with the senses? I think they do.
Yeah, they often refer to time as the fourth dimension.
Yeah.
So, like time travel in a way.
I guess, as if you could move through it as freely as you can move through space.
How the fuck would that even work, bro? Like, oh, I gotta take my glasses off. What the fuck? So, so many questions. Well, then wouldn't there be a 5D, a 6D, 7D? Like, don't you think it would just go
Well,
up?
like if you think about ghosts in a way, right?
What
We
do
don't see ghosts maybe because they're in a different dimension to us, like completely different frequency of reality.
Yeah.
Because like me and you can hear each other because of the frequency. Like me and you are both, part an energy matter, and probably so are ghosts if ghosts are real. But we don't know because we can't see them.
Because they might be on a different frequency.
Yeah, but we can. Do you know how people get like those EVPs? EVPs are they?
Yeah.
Electro whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's a
and it
different,
gives
it's on
out
a
some
different frequency when they do
yeah
that.
different frequency. Yes, so that's the thing. But like if you put like your foot on one of them, it will go off because like your body gives out electricity.
Hmm.
That's a fucking.
So I don't know. It's the whole that like, that's just like consciousness, all that sort of stuff. But
Hmm.
it's really hard to kind of explain.
I think
And
frequency is probably, that was a perfect word for me to make sense of it, at least.
yeah,
Because, like, even light, the light spectrum's a frequency, and You know, there's that tiny fraction of it that we can see, and the
But
rest
you
that
can
is
see, yeah,
there. But
like UV.
yeah, I mean, everything is just vibrating energy.
Frequencies.
Has to line
Numbers.
up to detect itself.
All the ones and zeros lining up. What about consciousness?
I need to go smoke a joint, dude. Holy fuck, bro.
We're getting, man. It's time for that.
Yeah, I think it's time to. Is it time to wrap it up?
What do you guys think? My brain's pretty.
Yeah, your brain's pretty fine.
Yeah, it's pretty
All right,
fucked
man.
right now. Because now I'm gonna be thinking about the frequencies and just all that shit now. 'Cause I've never put it in
Yeah.
that kind of perspective before. And then,
There'll be more to come. Don't worry.
Yeah, another time.
alrighty, well,
I'll fry your head some more.
we'll be wrapping this up.
Yeah.
Very nice.